Slimehouse TV, myself Theo Kane, hope everybody is good, and in today's episode I'm going to talk about my pickups that I got from this year's ToyCon. Now if you don't know about ToyCon UK, it's a designer toy convention, and if you don't know about designer toys, basically there's independent toy people that make their own toys. I've made my own things before, you might have seen them on this channel, but it's like the toy equivalent of underground hip-hop, of underground bands and that kind of thing. It's independent people wanting to make cool shit, creating it, producing it, funding it themselves, and then selling it at these conventions. Now, there's only a handful of these conventions in the country. There's only 3 to my mind, and I've only ever been to 2 of them. I like to go to Leeds Toy Art, which you will have known because I always film that, and then I like to go to ToyCon UK in London. And ToyCon UK is a big, massive event. We just got back from it, and it brings in designer toy makers from all over the world. They've not been able to do it for the last 2 years due to the pandemic, so this is the first one back after 2 years hiatus, very much like HorrorCon. So I was buzzing to get there and I couldn't wait to get down and film it, because the artists at these things are all so incredible. I come away feeling really inspired when I've spoke to them and seen what they're making. And because this one's in London, you get a lot of people from all over the world, because it's like a capital city, all bringing their awesome stuff. Now, as you know, working with Nima Studios, I've made vinyl toys before, I've made resin toys, I've done a bit of it, I've got some more stuff in the works, planning, that I'm going to talk about in a future episode, but I'm very much aware of how much money goes into creating these things and how much ingenuity and creative fucking input that goes into creating this stuff. It's not easy, so the people here are like the best of the best, like the top in their field in this country. And if you watch the recent video that me and Rox filmed down at ToyCon, you'll have a bit of an idea of the stuff that I picked up. But in today's video, I just wanted to go into it all in a little bit more depth and show off some of the cool stuff that I picked up whilst I was there filming. In the little bit of spare downtime I had between filming people and stuff like that, I still made sure that I picked up a few cool things for myself. So I'd not been there long at the convention, and I got a tap on my shoulder because a few people recognised me there from Slimehouse TV, and he said, "Hey up Theo, I follow your channel, I'm a big fan, I've got a bag of vintage toys, do you want to check them out? I'm selling vintage toys." So this is a guy called The Ancient Mariner, I found out, and he's got an eBay store and stuff like that, and he sells dope Japanese figures. And he'd come because I think he thought he could probably do a bit of trading with other people there selling vintage toys, but because ToyCon UK is very much like modern day made Sofubi and designer toys, he didn't have anyone to trade with, but he saw me and thought, oh, I'll see if Theo wants to buy anything. And he was walking around with a Duras from Ultraman, and he showed it me, and I said, boy, that's the best looking toy I've seen all day. Because as much as I love the Sofubi thing, obviously my heart is in vintage. So he had an original old Bullmark spark mouth Duras, so I was looking at that, and then he said, I've got a bag full, and he pulled them all out over the floor, and we're talking toys and looking at the dope shit that he's got. Yeah, not vintage, but just too dope. Oh, we've got an Ebera. Horror of the Deep.
Indeed.
He's beautiful. What you got on these? Ready to a bike.
That's like,
oh, you got a little Roboto detective.
Yes, that's the guy, yeah, Special Agent.
And he was telling me the prices that he had on them and stuff like that, but I was not trying to spend a lot of money at ToyCon. I was actually going to Nerd Base the next day. I went to Nerd Base, filmed the whole video there. It's going to come out in a couple of weeks, or it might be out already, I don't know. But I was going to Nerd Base, this huge vintage toy shop in Essex, the next day, so I was trying to be pretty frugal with my cash. So I said, I'm not really buying anything, but my mate Pizarro wants to buy some Bullmark. So I sent him a picture because he specifically said, Tom from Pizarro's Pieces, if you see any vintage Bullmark there, then holler me. So I took some pictures to him, that's a whole other story. But he said, yo, just for having a cool channel, do you want to take one? For yourself, you can have one as a gift. And I was like, no way, brother, that's the coolest thing ever. So I took this, which is an old Roboto detective. This is an old Tokusatsu TV show about a robot detective that fights cool, like human size, man size, Kamen Rider size kaiju monsters and stuff. It's fucking awesome, and it's my favorite Tokusatsu. So as soon as I saw that, I said, bro, you're a fucking legend, thank you so much. So that's my first thing that I picked up from there. Didn't cost me anything, it was free, and it was so cool to come back with a bit of vintage, because I really didn't expect to see any vintage toys at ToyCon. So the fact that he not only had a bag of them, but he gave me one, so big up to The Ancient Mariner. And since then we've stayed in touch and might hopefully do some cool stuff together in the future, who knows.
Yeah, take one of the little ones as a wee, just a gift just for your channel thing. So
would that be cool? Can I take him?
Yeah, man.
Is that, oh, nice one. But what's your name?
Adam.
Adam, nice to meet you, Adam. Thank you so much, dude.
Yeah,
he's like my favourite Tokusatsu ever, this guy.
Serious?
Yeah. He's like, he's not everyone's, but he's mine.
I like him. He's got a great design. I've never seen the show.
Yeah.
I don't know why he just rocks around.
Yeah, you know, he usually has like a cap with a red suit and yellow gloves. He's got like a And he takes it off, and that's him underneath.
Ah,
yeah.
Right. I might not recognise it.
No, I appreciate that, mate. Thank you.
No worries, man. Yeah.
Another really cool interaction I had at ToyCon. Bear in mind, I always make friends at these things. Like, I'm always going around, and I've got lots of friends that now that I've met from going to these events and filming them, but I always make new ones. And then one guy was there again that recognised me off Slimehouse TV. And the coolest thing when that happens is when not only do they recognise me, but I also recognise their work as well. It's happened a few times in like the rap scene and the graffiti art scene and things like that. But this in particular was really cool because he makes toys that I thought were fucking awesome, and I saw that they're his toys that he makes, and then he recognized me. So this is a guy called Faco, and he gave me this. We did an interview with him, and then after he says, I want to give you a gift for having a cool channel, and for whatever reason he wanted to give me a dope gift, and this is one that I really took a shine to when I saw it. So he gave me this. It's like an old Necronomicon Ex Mortis from Evil Dead, made in some really cool monster in my pocket, vibrant neon resin, and I really liked it. So this came in a header card with his artwork on the top like that. He also gave me a sticker that's in my camera bag, and I took it out of the header card, and he was stapling it in front of me, and I says, you know, you're going to make me not want to open that thing because I don't like opening toys. I've got a whole Toy Talk Tuesday coming out soon about when I'm conflicted with opening toys and not opening them and stuff like that. It's a whole other video, but I did take this one off the header card, and it now sits on my shelf with all the toys I've made and other toys that I've got a cool memory, that I've got like a whole shelf just of toys and things that give me cool memories from the various adventures I've been on, and that's going to go on there. And if you've seen me before, you know that I like to make my own Evil Dead toys. I made this Ball of the Dead a few years ago. I did a whole video on that and stuff, so they now sit side by side. His Book of the Dead, The Book as it's called, and my Ball of the Dead now sit side by side. Two cool Evil Dead resin toys, independently made. Wicked, man. Well, I look forward to seeing it. Nice to meet you,
Wicked,
bro.
man.
I can't wait to see where you go. For me, I wish you nothing but success, dude. Nice one.
Thanks a lot.
Wicked.
Take care. Before you go as well,
yeah,
I want you to take this.
Oh, you sure?
Absolutely.
Oh, mate, thank you. So I was at ToyCon and I was talking to my friends in the toy chat group, because I'm in a few various toy chat groups and stuff like that, and I'm in one with Rise Toys and stuff and Full On Robot Chubby, two other guys that have Instagram channels, and Robot Chubby has a YouTube channel. Actually, one of my favourite toy channels on YouTube. You should check it out. This guy goes hard when it comes to toy reviews, although he doesn't bring out as many as he should. Matt, bring out more toy reviews because I need more shit to watch. But Ryan said to me like, no way, is Unbox Industries there? I didn't even know they were going to be there. Bro, please pick me up this Sofubi and I'll send you the money for it. So this is his pickup. I got this for him and I'm going to send it in, but I said I want to keep it until I can do a video on it. And this is the second video that I'm featuring it in because, like I said, I've just done a toy talk talking about opening toys and when I'm conflicted, and I talk about like header cards and baggy toys and stuff like that. So I'm not going to open it because it's his toy to open, but this is something that he wanted to pick me up from the Who Goes There line, which I'm going to talk about in a minute, which are all created by various artists that are normally small, but they did some like jumbo XL size ones, and this is one of those, and he wanted to pick me this up. So he wanted this weird looking thing. So shouts to Ryan on this one. Another cool interaction I had is another couple of lads recognized me and said, yo, Theo from Slimehouse, we want to give you a gift. We're a new toy company. We've created our own toy and we're going to be stolen here next year or something like that, they said. Rox recorded some of the interaction, but I didn't have my mic turned on, so I didn't hear exactly what they said, but I made a note to take a mental note of their toy company and then searched them on Instagram after so I could thank them again. But there's some toy makers called Super Secret, two cool guys, and they gave me this toy that came in this bag, and he's like a little punk rock spiky tortoiseshell from Mario with some little cool eyes sticking out, and then he's got some like little Nike Air trainers on. So he's awesome. They've made it themselves, and it came in this little baggie like that, and I loved it because I opened it and it smelled like Montana chrome spray paint. I don't know if that's what they used, but I'm a big smell guy. I love toys when they have a certain distinct smell, and opening this and smelling that Montana chrome took me back to my younger days, spray painting and doing things that I probably shouldn't have been getting up to. And the cool thing about this is it actually come with some trading cards, which I've not opened yet. I'm going to open them for this video in a second. And it comes with a free NFT. Now, I don't fucks with NFT. I don't have an NFT. People always say to me, Theo, why don't you make NFTs? And it's just a whole different world that I just haven't got into. But I will now have my first free NFT. I'm going to get a wallet and I'm going to have this, my first ever free NFT, courtesy of those boys over there at the Super Secret. So shouts to them. So I'm going to have a look inside along this cut line and see what, I don't want to cut through the card. Let's hold it up to a light. Let's see what's inside. So we've got, oh, it's like a proper little Pokemon card. So they've got this character Conker, he's called. Okay, so he's like a little conker. He'd be cool painted green like the conkers. I don't know if you get them in America and other places, but in England we get those green conkers. There's a whole season as a kid where we used to smash conkers against each other on strings. Do they do that in other countries? I don't really know. And let's see what's inside this one. Oh, I got the same one. So I've got the same one twice. So if anybody wants to do swapsies, holla, because the collector in me always wants to collect them all. That's how Pokemon got us. Got to collect them all. Got to buy them all. Chin Pokemon. And then you get the code for the NFT, which I'm not going to show, because someone might go rob my NFT before I get to put it in my wallet. But yeah, there's an NFT code in there as well. So that was really cool. Not only that they just spotted me off Slimehouse and wanted to give me a gift, but the gift that they gave me was such an awesome little package that it came with trading cards, it came with an NFT, and it all come in this nice little bag. So I wish those guys nothing but success. I wish them well, and I can't wait to see where they go in the future with it. Big ups to those guys. Got a couple stickers here from that guy Boom Goons. I really like his work. There was one mask in particular. They all had these masks, but there was one in particular that had like kind of like a V cut out in the top, and I thought it looked so fucking awesome. That would make like a dope pin badge or something like that. He's probably done it already, but yo, he made some nice crisp toys, so he gave me those. So another cool thing that happened is while we were interviewing Unbox Industries and we were talking to him, and I bought this thing for Ryan and stuff like that, Rox picked up one of these things. Who goes there? She picked up one of these Who Goes There blind boxes, and she said, and she was going to buy it, and then he just said, oh, you can take it, you can have it for free, just for supporting us and doing an interview and stuff like that, and buying this big thing. For whatever reason, Rox came away with a free one of these. So she brought it back to the table, and I filmed all this thing, and she's opening it up.
I think it's like a monster type thing. So we got this.
A little pog.
A little pog.
Oh, it's more of a slammer, but...
More of a slammer.
Whee. Oh yeah, I want that.
He's got maggots on his head.
I want that. Where's that from?
It's like a blind box.
That's very good.
Isn't he?
Yeah. And she pulled out this dope little Retroband, little like vinyl figure with a turning head, and I was like, oh, that's too fucking awesome. I love that Retroband shit. That guy's awesome. He makes some wicked stuff for Unbox Industries, and I'm like, yo, I want that. I want one of them. So I went back to the Unbox Industries store, and I bought these two. So I opened them expecting to get some more dope Retroband shit like that. And let's just say the two toys that I got were not really my kind of toys. Not taking anything away from the designers of them or anything like that. We all have our own taste and our own preference. But she pulled out this cool little mummified Retroband figure, and I thought they were all going to be like that. And I looked at some of the other examples, and some of them are designed by the original Ninja Turtles Playmates designers and all sorts of cool stuff. So I thought, oh, I can't go wrong here. But no, I wasn't that happy with the ones that I got. But me personally, just wasn't my personal taste. And I'm actually like not a fan of blind box toys. I never liked blind bags or blind boxes, so I don't even know why I got involved. But when Rox pulled out something that was so awesome, I thought, oh, I can't go wrong. So I got this like little muscly golem man. I might give this one to Judd because it looks like something that Judd would like, although we'd probably customize it and paint a mustache on it or something like that. And then I got this like weird, looks like some kind of like an enema, like sea plant or something like that. So if your preference is like little muscly golem dudes like that in that style, and then like weird little plant creatures, then you'd have been buzzing. But my preference is dope maggot zombie monsters, and Rox got that one and not me. What the hell have I got?
Oh, you changed it.
I might trade that one.
What's that?
I don't know. Weird candle. Who goes there? Great mess of these. Not used to opening toys, it always feels weird. I've proper butchered this.
Yeah, you
right,
fucked that.
Please let this be dope.
What you get another lame one?
It's bigger anyway. Oh, so they all rattle because they have a stand in.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a dope one.
I know.
What's that? Oh, I got a little golem man. I got a golem and I got this dude.
Let's see.
You look at what she got. Dope. But it was funny because Dan said that I could have changed him if I wanted to, and I wasn't going to do that. I'm not that petty. You get what you get. In this life, you deal with the cards the way that they're dealt for you. So I will deal with the cards the way they were dealt for me. And it just so happens on this occasion, Rox came away with the better toy. But I wasn't going to be petty and go back and exchange it, because that's could just go on indefinitely, and I don't want to be known as that guy. And it's one of those that the story of them was more funny than even the toy. So when I have those on my shelf, I'll always look back to that funny moment where I was gassed for a Retroband figure, and instead I got a little muscly golden man and a CN enema. And then the final thing that I picked up that you will have seen in the ToyCon video, but I didn't show it properly, was this thing. So I saw this on Sunguts' stall and I just fell in love with it, and I just had to buy it straight away. It's a dope piece for dope. Just another big thing to carry about. Am I okay to have a look at this?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a piece of that for price. Smells fresh vinyl. I like. If I buy it, can I save it here? Because I'm filming. Can I pay and I'll click later?
Oh, okay.
Is that okay?
Keep it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And PayPal?
PayPal, yeah.
This guy Sunguts is a Japanese designer, and the girl that was with him, the chick, I don't know if she's his girlfriend or whatever, she was stood with and sat and working with this Cyclops big anime head on all day. She must have been boiling, bless her, but I didn't ever see her take it off once. But they had this on the, that's just a side note, I don't know why I even got into that. It was just an interesting look for the stall, but they had this on the stall and I was so in love with it. And when I saw how cheap it was, I had to come home with one. Now, some people might not think it's cheap, but when it comes to this designer Sofubi stuff, it's so expensive to get made that they have to be set at a certain price, and some people would be selling this 5 times that price. So when I saw how much this was for the size of it, I just thought it was awesome. I'm going to do a whole Toy Talk episode where I talk about like how much I am willing to spend on a toy, when is too much, when is when do I think I've got a bargain. And a lot of it often comes down to the size of the toy. So when it's a big thing like this, or the Great Garloo, or the Metlar that I picked up recently in another video that you're going to see later on down the line, it's all about how big something is. And this, you're getting a lot of bang for your buck. You get a lot of vinyl for your money with this one, but it wasn't expensive. It was a real nice price and I was super happy with it. I don't know what it's from. I don't know if it's a character that he's created from, if it's got a backstory. I know he created the character, but I don't know if it's got a backstory or anything like that. But I love that it looks like some kind of like hand puppet. It would not be out of place at all next to Godzilla. It's a shark dinosaur, a sharkosaur, and I just think it's awesome. I love the color scheme on it, and it's going to take pride of place up on my shelf with my other cool toys on that shelf that I look at every day while I'm working. So I really do like this thing. Everything about it is so chunky. I love that its tail almost looks like it's like a lobster's tail with lobster shell, that it's half armored and then half kind of like tattooed with these weird patterns, and then it's got this big chunky head with a white eye like Shin Godzilla. Like, I just thought that this was awesome. I was absolutely buzzing when I saw how much it was, and I had to have it. And again, smells fucking dope. Something I regretted when I got home was the Unbox Industries Tetsuo, and the only reason I didn't pick it up is because like I said, I was going to Nerd Base the next day, which is the biggest vintage toy shop in Essex, and I only had a certain amount of money that I could spend, and I'd already bought that Sunguts thing, and I was like, I can't really be spending any more money here at ToyCon. I've got to save my money. But then when I got home, I just spoke to Dan, and he actually had 2 or 3 left over from ToyCon, and I says, just send me an invoice, I'm going to buy one. I need that figure. So I'm going to do a whole episode on that Tetsuo vinyl toy later on down the line, well, when it arrives, because it's such an awesome figure, and it kind of deserves a whole video all unto itself anyway. So I hope you enjoyed this little ToyCon 2022 pickups video. If you've not seen the original video I shot at ToyCon yet, then go back and check that out. I've also got lots of full-length interviews that I chopped up little bits and bats in that like recap video, but go more in depth and stuff with the actual designers and artists that I'm going to be dropping, or might have already dropped on the channel by the time I get this out. Who knows what order these things come out in. But hold tight, the Slime Alliance, if you're watching this a little bit more in advance. Like I said, I'm trying to get this video out like straight away, so it might not even drop on Slime Alliance. But hold tight, the Slime Alliance anyway. If you head over to Patreon, patreon.com/SlimeHouseTV, you can become a Slime Renegade, where for as little as $1 a month or more, you can help support this channel and help me grow it bigger and better than ever. Or for a little bit more, for a £5 donation or more a month, you get to become part of the Slime Alliance. You get access to videos 2 weeks early, and then also when I get to 30 Slime Alliance members, I'm going to start dropping exclusive videos just for the Slime Alliance crew on Patreon. Every month I'm going to drop one. So if that's not more incentive, then I'll try and think of more perks. But I've got to get to 30 members before I can warrant doing that, and I'm up to like 16, I think, at the minute, so it's going great. Also, if you want to get at me on Instagram, that's at Theo_Kane_Slimehouse. I'm very active on my social media, and I'll be posting pictures of all this stuff over on there as well, much more in-depth pictures and stuff like that. And I'm on there every day. I upload on YouTube at least twice a week, but I try and upload on my Instagram pretty much every day. So if you want to holler me on Instagram, drop me a DM and holler me on there. And if you've got any ideas for future videos, any places that you think I should be going to check out, like events like this in the future, then please let me know in the comments below. And if you went to ToyCon, let me know some of the cool things that you picked up from there. In the meantime, I'm Theo Kane, this is Slimehouse TV. Thank you for watching this video. Hope everybody is good, and I will catch you in the next video. Until then, I'm gone. Pow!